Distinguished guests, if you are able, please stand. Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Dame Cindy Kirok, Governor-General of New Zealand.
Ko te amorangi ki mua, ko te hāpai o ki muri. Kia tawi hōna mana ki tanga ki runga ki tēnā o tātou. He hōnore, he kororia, he mau ngārongo ki runga ki te mata o te whenua, he whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Arohaina ngā teina, me ngā tuakana, e noho nei rungi te whakaro o tahi, pai mahire.
Please be seated. E ngā mana, e ngā reo, e ngā iwi o ngā hau e whā, tēnei aku mihi mahana ki o koutou, nau mai, hara mai, ki te whare nei, te whare o te kāwana tianara ki Tāmaki Makaurau. Tēnā tātou katoa. Distinguished guests, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to Government House Auckland for today's investiture ceremony. I'd like to specifically acknowledge Mr. Joe Harawira, our kaumātua, and Mrs. Pauline Hopper, our kuia. Tēnā kōrua. Hosting investiture ceremonies is one of the most important duties that I perform on behalf of His Majesty the King of New Zealand. I'm delighted to bring together such an extraordinary group of New Zealanders. You have each brought pride and a greater sense of well-being to Aotearoa New Zealand through your outstanding achievements and your service to our communities. On behalf of all New Zealanders, I extend my sincerest thanks to you for your contributions. After each recipient is honoured, I invite you to join with me in congratulating them. Ms. Miriamo Kamo will now summon the recipients and read their citations.
Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a Companion of the King's Service Order, Mrs. Jocelyn Armstrong of Auckland for services to interfaith communities. Jocelyn Armstrong was General Secretary of the National Council of Churches, which linked all mainstream churches other than the Catholic Church. She led the organisation's transformation into the Conference of Churches of New Zealand, including the Catholic Church. She was a foundational member of the Auckland Interfaith Council. She helped to maintain cohesion among religious leaders to prepare the inaugural National Statement on Religious Diversity published by the Human Rights Commission. She was the Honorary Executive Director of the Religious Diversity Centre, providing messaging on celebrating New Zealand's diversity of its religious groups. She helped the Auckland Council prepare the handbook Guide for Disaster Resilience for Religious Communities. Mrs. Armstrong contributed to Huie, Community Aotearoa, created to link thousands of communities and voluntary sector groups throughout New Zealand. Mrs. Jocelyn Armstrong, please come forward.
To be with you again. We were together at the beginning of training
in college years and years and years ago. He's got a long memory. Okay, so you just wait here. Wait here. It's okay. You don't have to do it. Okay, thank you. First of all, I wanted to say to you, thank you, because interfaith allows us to recognise the uniqueness of everybody's faith. And also gives us space and dignity. Yes, thank you. And we need to understand, to have peace between us. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. So, this is
Your Excellency. To receive the insignia of an Officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Dr. Te Tuhi Robust of Kawakawa for services to Māori and education. Dr. Te Tuhi Robust, Ngā Puhi Nui Tonu, Ngāti Porou, was Associate Professor Tai Tokerau at Te Whare Wānanga o Awanuiarangi. He has been involved in the establishment, audit and review of kaupapa Māori education services from preschool to tertiary level. Through Ngā Pai o Te Maramatanga, the Māori Centre of Research Excellence, he bridged cultural gaps within tertiary institutions to create supportive environments for Māori. He collaborated with institutions such as the University of British Columbia to share knowledge on Indigenous education. He has contributed as a director, general manager, trustee and chair for numerous private and iwi trusts. As chairperson of the Pārahirahi Ngā Whā Waiariki Trust, he led refurbishment of the Waiariki Ngā Whā Springs complex. Dr. Robust is a research historian for the 28th Māori Battalion Association A Company. Dr. Tuhi Robust, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Mrs. Liz Grieve of Auckland for services to child poverty reduction. Liz Grieve is a founder of Share My Super, a charity which assists New Zealanders with surplus superannuation to donate the funds to causes focused on alleviating child poverty. She has helped hundreds of superannuitants to donate almost $2 million to the Women's Refuge, First Foundation, Child Poverty Action Group, Te Pā and Kids Can, among others. She funds the operational costs of the organisation, which means all donations are distributed to the 11 organisations. She has also used the organisation to promote events and community gatherings, which encourages collaboration between these charities. Mrs. Grieve has endowed a foundation that will fund Share My Super's operations into perpetuity. Mrs. Liz Grieve, please come forward. Mrs. Billie Jean Potaka Aiton of Gisborne for services to education and Māori. Billie Jean Potaka Aiton, Ngāti Whakaue, is the principal of Kaiti School in Te Tairawhiti, catering to years 1 to 8, with 90% of students identifying as Māori and 7% as Pacific peoples. Under her leadership, the role has increased significantly, and there have been high levels of attendance, student success, and whānau engagement. She has led curriculum changes to reflect the students and their whakapapa. She has supported and developed bilingual Māori immersion learning. Kaiti School was the first whānau order school, providing pathways and programs to uplift whānau. Mrs. Potaka Aiton is a member of the Education Review Office's Principals Advisory Group and the Springboard Trust. Mrs. Billie Jean Potaka Aiton, please come forward. Dr. David Roby of Auckland for services to journalism and to Asia-Pacific media education. Dr. David Roby had a career as an international journalist and correspondent. He was head of journalism at the University of Papua New Guinea and the University of the South Pacific in Suva. He founded the Pacific Media Centre while Professor of Journalism and Communications at Auckland University of Technology. He pioneered special internships for Pacific students and has organised scholarships with the Asia New Zealand Foundation for student journalists. He was founding editor of the Pacific Journalism Review Journal and established Pacific Media Watch. He's authored 10 books on Asia-Pacific media and politics. Dr. Roby is co-founder and deputy chair of the Asia-Pacific Media Network, Te Koakoa NGO. Dr. David Roby, please come forward. Mrs. Belinda Walker of Taupo for services to the community. Belinda Walker is the founder and chair of the Kinloch Families Trust, which drives community events and celebrations. She was chair of the Kinloch Community Association. She has represented the community at council meetings and advocated for Kinloch families. Working with the local council, she introduced sports equipment improvements for children and organised pop-up basketball sessions during school holidays. She is leading fundraising efforts and negotiations with the local council to build a kindergarten, which will double as a community space. Mrs. Walker has led the development of a community plan for Kinloch, sports grounds resurfacing and road safety initiatives, and continues to advocate for improved school bus services. Mrs. Belinda Walker, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the King's Service Medal, Mrs. Vicky Barnard of Whakatane for services to the RNZ SPCA. Vicky Barnard volunteered with the Whakatane SPCA for many years, holding roles from general volunteer to president. She's been involved in volunteer management, liaison with the council and local veterinarians, media engagement and fundraising. She's organised desexing drives for remote Bay of Plenty towns to help reduce the dumping of animals. She spearheaded the process of procuring land for a new SPCA centre. She then oversaw the design, consenting, procurement and construction of the new building, personally donating more than $20,000 to the build. Mrs. Barnard has personally fostered more than 150 dogs and 300 cats. Mrs. Vicky Barnard, please come forward. Mrs. Roruina Emile Brown of Auckland for services to the Cook Islands community. Roruina Emile Brown is Chief Executive of the Cook Islands Development Agency New Zealand, CIDANZ, and led the organisation through the COVID-19 pandemic, helping to provide care packages, food and critical supplies to South Auckland families. She mobilised teams to provide support during the 2023 adverse weather events. She led CIDANZ's involvement in establishing a total immersion Cook Islands Early Learning Centre in Mangere. She is a member of the Auckland Social Sector Pacific Collective. Ms. Emile Brown has assisted with a variety of Vainetini women's initiatives and sponsored Te Maeva Nui New Zealand, an annual celebration of Cook Islands culture. Ms. Roruina Emile Brown, please come forward.
Taku manu e rere mai rā. Taku manu e rere mai rā. Ka rere ki te moana. Ka rere ki te moana. Ka hoki mai, ka hoki mai. E tāna punupunua. E tāna punupunua. Koia hoki e mahine. Koia hoki e mahine. Taku manu e rere mai rā.
Your Excellency, the investiture has concluded.
New Zealand's honours system is our highest public affirmation of outstanding individual achievement. It reinforces those things that make our society better: service, manaakitanga, and the pursuit of excellence. To our recipients, it has been a privilege to hear your stories. You have each used your talents and abilities to improve the lives of fellow New Zealanders. As President Kennedy once observed, a nation reveals itself by the people it honours and remembers, as we do for you here today. Please wear your insignia with pride at every opportunity, knowing that you inspire others by doing so. On behalf of the King of New Zealand and all New Zealanders, I congratulate you on your achievements, and I thank you again for your service to our country. Kia ora, e hui mai tātou I tēnei rā. Now, very shortly, the formal part of this afternoon's ceremony will conclude, and I welcome you to enjoy the manaakitanga of the House and this special time amongst your family and friends or colleagues. But first, I invite you to look at the back of your program and see the words to the national anthem in te reo and in English. Please stand and join me in singing the national anthem.